Why is the horse holding a wiener?
All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're doing more playing game, otherwise known as Ace Combat 6. And I don't think there's anything too crazy going on. Well, I say that. We're looking for the aces right now, which at least the first one of them wasn't so bad. It was a little, like, weirdly specific, but not bad at all. The aces are only... Or, sorry. Better way to phrase it. The aces only spawn on expert and above in this game. And then even beyond that, the conditions are kind of wild. But so far, not too bad. Actually, hold on. I just realized... Forgot to swap my HDMI out so that I can actually see what's going on. Hold on. There. I switched it before you guys even saw anything. Fixed the problem. Anyway. That's what's up. That's what we're doing. I gotta get. That's nice. Does Raven's Nest guy know you? Well, you could say that we know each other. It wouldn't be inaccurate to say that necessarily. You could say that we know each other. Speaking of Raven's Nest, you guys see that new news? That big new news? The Armored Core news? I think he did a video on it. A video breaking down all the news, all the spicy details. I think he did that. Not 100%, but I think he did. Am I right? Was that him? Raven's Nest guy? Pretty sure that was him. He's kind of goated for that, if you ask me. Oh. I've been really liking Celsius's watermelon flavor. I don't know if that's how you say it. English is hard. So we did the first mission. First mission had the F-22 ace, weirdly. Second mission? I believe that's the F-16C. The screenshot's kind of weird, like the angle that it's at. I can't tell for sure. But that looks like it's the F-16. It is the F-16, okay. Is it? It looks like it's golden. It looks pretty sweet. Actually, I can't lie. It looks pretty sweet.
Air units are to cooperate with our radar facilities and resume operations.
I should.
An enemy takeover of Vitose would mean the ultimate destruction of our country, Emeria, and of our Emerian people. Intercept them at once.
I should start buying skins. And you know what I could do, chat? If I don't have the money for them? Like this, I can't afford even the Slovakia skin for the F-22. Much less the Ace skin for it. But you know what I could do? I could sell the Nosferatu. I'm saving it for later anyway. Give me those credits back. Thank you. I feel like I have to rep the Slovakia skin minimum one time. Right? Minimum once. I'm gonna do it just for the one time. Why are you selling it? So that I can use this. Hold on, does mission 2 have operations? I don't remember. Oh, mission 3 is where operations start. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that yet. We're good. Yeah, hold on. So also, while doing the expert playthrough to unlock Ace and get all of the named Aces shot down, the one in every mission. Where are they? Where's this? Oh yeah, here we go. There are these 3 medals that all say steadfast devotion to a single aircraft type. These are for completing a full run of the campaign in only attackers, only fighters, and only multi-roles, respectively. So also right now, we're doing a fighter-only run of the game. If it's classed as a fighter, it's fair game. We can fly it. If it's a multi-role or an attacker, it's off the table. Can't use it this run. The attacker, hold on. The attacker run is going to be the most interesting of these, because we have the Nighthawk, the Tornado, and the A-10, and those are our 3 options for the whole run of the campaign. So that one's gonna be good. Anyway, more F-22 time. Gotta fly the secondary color at least once, because otherwise I'm never gonna use it.
Garuda 1, which plane should I select?
You know what? We keep it classy, but we'll give you the different colors at least.
Are we ready to fly with these planes?
It's hard with like the filter in the hangar, like the on-screen overlay, to even see the difference all that much. Like I can see it. It looks like it's green.
Take off.
It's got like a greenish color, but it is still pretty gray. It doesn't even look that different. Like it's slightly different. I didn't read the Ace criteria. He will spawn west of the river near the central area when the second wave of bombers are shot down within 30 seconds of appearing, or when 30 seconds have elapsed after their appearance. Oh, so it's just saying regardless, it will spawn 30 seconds after the second wave of bombers. But if I don't... Oh yeah, but if I do shoot them down in less than 30 seconds, then it will just immediately spawn. I was like, why not just say that it will spawn after 30 seconds if it spawns whether I shoot them down or not? But that actually kind of makes sense. I know Burkett love. Burkett's one of my favorite planes. I love it. But we got fancy stuff for the F-22 to play around with now. I don't know if the Burkett... If the F-16 is on this mission, then I wonder if the F-22 is going to be like the exception for the named Aces appearing, I guess, out of like a more traditional order. Like the Burkett will probably be pretty late in the campaign, I would think. Man, this game feels good. Not as specific as the previous Ace. Yeah, the first missions was really specific. It was like shoot down this many targets this fast, and then when these 4 planes spawn, shoot them down within this time limit, and then After that, these planes will spawn, and you want to shoot down 2 of them, but only 2 of them. There will be 4 in the wave. You only shoot 2, and then the ace spawns. It was like, wait, slow down. What is all this? It's not that late? Huh. So I guess they do just appear out of order then. I was like, maybe the F-22 just appears on the first mission for some reason. But then other than that, they're in like a fairly standard order. But if the Burkett's not that late, like I would expect it to be in the last 2, maybe 3 missions. But if it's not, then I guess scratch that. So this is the first wave of bombers. Oh my god, I'm all turned around. There we go. I was like, I don't know where I'm going right now. The classic. The bot thinking the lack of space after the period is a link. Silly Streamlabs. Oh yeah, one of the medals in this game is for a no damage run of the campaign. God, that's gonna be something. Oh, there he is. I guess that was the second wave then. But that's our ace. Oh, son of a bitch.
I've been strained. Who the hell did that? Enemy plane in gun range. Watch out for that missile, Garuda 1.
I mean, you gotta give it to him. He can fly that F-16. Ooh, super missile though. He lives. He tanks the super missile. Take 2 more. What? Hit? You're shitting me, right?
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you. Enemy bombers are almost to the city. Take them out as quickly as possible.
There we go.
Roger that. Radar lock.
All right, from here, I guess we just play out the mission. It's just that simple.
Enemy aircraft down. Fourth enemy bomber confirmed down. Keep up the good work.
God, the F-22 in this game,
Bombers first and foremost. Don't worry about the
it's so nice. It's just so nice.
Bombers are still incoming. Stay sharp. Enemy aircraft down. Enemy plane down.
Am I gonna hit anything with those? Anything? Oh, okay. Destroyed something. I'll take it. My understanding that after 98 days, you're up to Ace Combat 6? Yes. And we're doing all of them, not just the numbered ones. So we've done, trying to think, 1 through 5 and 0. We've done X and we've done Advance already. We're working on 6th right now.
Enemy bombers are approaching the city. Intercept.
I don't want these bombers to get too close.
Garuda 1, ESM is active. Enemy aircraft down. Garuda 1, Box 3.
I only shot 3.
Ninth bomber down.
There we go. Nice and easy.
Enemy bomber formation is confirmed.
Drink heavily when you're playing through Assault Horizon so you can forget. I don't mind Assault Horizon. Personally. I mean, I don't love it. It's one of the worst for sure, but like, it's still good. It's just
That's pretty harsh, Ghost
very,
Eye.
it's got personality. It's got a personality, for sure. You think there's a bit of a bias for American jets rather than Russian? Maybe it's just me. Like, in the Ace Combat games? I wouldn't say there is. Typically, the F-22 and the Burkett are, like, right neck and neck with each other. No, I feel like they're fairly equal.
We expect the best from you.
Project Wingman for old people. 7 has like 6 flanker variants. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're generally seen as about equal in the series. It's probably because Russian jets aren't good. Hey, you said it, not me.
You've been ordered to start the mission now. The interception op was a success. Enemy air units around Kesset have been weakened. And the Republic of Ameria's military has taken full advantage of this prime opportunity to initiate.
So I have to do
a
Operation C
operation
this
with
time
all forces participating.
to get that medal.
Enemy forces have established a wide-scale defensive line around Sipley Field, consisting largely of tank battalions. Our ground forces are set up to cross the river and penetrate it, and eventually regain control of Kesset. Garuda team, we need you to support our advancing ground units and eliminate all enemy forces. Multiple units will be simultaneously carrying out various operations on the ground. Pay attention to the airspace above each operation area and provide support as needed. This must be the first time you've ever participated in a mission of this scale.
Dude, if one more person talks shit about the Doom 3 shotgun, I'm gonna have to stream through Doom 3 and do a shotgun only run. If I see any more slander about the Doom 3 shotgun, just from Doom fans who can't stand the shotgun being anything other than a sniper rifle, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose it. Watched the theatrical release for this game. I think it was called Disney Planes. Sounds about right. I never saw it, but I will someday. Certainly. How much do these cost? Okay, these are nice and cheap. Look at that one. It doesn't show as well with the weird garage overlay that they've got here. But at least from the in-game screenshot that they have on the wiki, it looks like it has like an actual like kind of golden material to it. It looks very shiny in the gameplay screenshot. So here it just kind of looks like yellowish brown, but in gameplay it looks more like a gold. It's actually pretty sweet looking. This mission has the tornado. Will spawn near a new wave of enemies during the mission update. Oh. That's the easiest one yet. I don't have to like do anything specific. It just kind of spawns. You can hit the button to look. What button? Is it when selecting it? I think. Yeah, display. There it is. You have to be in this version of the hangar. Yeah, it's got like a kind of golden material on it. You know? I might have to fly the F-16 real quick. For the culture. For the golden F-16. It is a fighter. It's allowed this run. Fuck it. Oh, and it has RCL, actually. This works out.
How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Hell yes, we are.
Garuda team, time to take off.
Classy F-16 run. You know how it is.
Nosedive to all forces. We're about to engage
I like this
enemy
one.
units on the other side of the river from multiple angles.
This is Warlock Battalion. We'll be keeping the central unit occupied.
Gun to your head, pick one of the golden trio. Ace Combat 4.
Units on the east side.
Any other answer is wrong. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Team, provide cover for our troops on the ground and eliminate all Estavakia ground forces. Choose any area you want to cover. Cross the return
I will
lane
die
and
on this hill.
supplies. It's at the south end of the
Correct.
airspace.
Good. He gets to stay. Mods, this one gets to stay. Okay? No one touch him.
Did you know that 90% of our operational forces are out on the battlefield? I love it. It's the bet of a lifetime.
Chat, this is gonna sound weird, right? But bear with me here.
Device when the battle gets too heavy. Your radar
I kind of like buying the liveries after I unlock them again. Like Ace Combat 4 style. I think it works for this game because there are so few planes in AC6 compared to others in the series. So it just gives me something to, I guess, build towards. Like with the credits that I'm earning while doing everything else.
Confirm self-propelled artillery across the river. Good unit of Yellow Jacket. I got too many anti-aircraft guns. We can't get in close enough.
6 has shot up to being close to 4 for me. I think 6 would be higher for me if it was less air-to-ground gameplay. For sure. Because I do, like, 6 feels great. Looks great. Particularly, like, for when it came out, it looks incredible. But, like, what?
Don't let enemy forces reach Warlock Battalion.
75, 80-ish% of your time in this game is air-to-ground. It's super air-to-ground heavy.
Garuda 1,
Which, like, you know,
rocket fire.
a mix of the two is nice. But really, if you only have air-to-air or you only have air-to-ground in any AC game, it starts to get boring. It's not even that air-to-ground is, like, bad or anything. But just, if you lean too hard to one side, it starts to get old. And 6 definitely leans too hard towards the air-to-ground side, in my opinion.
Fire. Enemy facility was destroyed.
But, like, operations are cool. The flight model's great. Game is beautiful. For 2007.
ESM for Garuda 1.
The enemy siege has collapsed. Captain, now's our chance. All tanks, focus your fire dead ahead. We're gonna take that gun site.
RCL is fucking busted in a fun way, in a really fun way.
Control of the gun site. Thanks for the air support. Those guys are reliable. Steel gunners here, moving to attack main enemy forces from the west.
Roger that. Garuda team, move on to a different unit. Nosedive to Garuda team, listen up. Aircraft that have already completed their operation objective are being sent your way. Call them in when you need backup.
Oh god. I have like no yaw on this shit.
About to contain the main enemy forces across the river.
Doesn't really matter which of the operations I do. A was closer. Which is Chole's favorite. My favorite Ace Combat game, like just entirely, is AC4. AC7's right behind it, but like my favorite in the series is 4, even outside of just the Trinity. But I think that's because 7 in a lot of ways feels like Ace Combat 4 with a better flight model. It's not... It doesn't stick with me the same way that 4 does. Like for story or missions or anything. 7, I mean. But like, 7 really does feel like the most direct sequel to AC4 that we've ever gotten from the series. Enthusiastic. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. God, RCL in this game is fucking crazy. It's just so wild that you can do that.
They'll need the best backup you've got to offer.
They needed the win. True. I love 7 though. It worked. It definitely worked. I don't know, 6 kind of is growing on me, just mostly because this might sound weird, but the 100% criteria, like the completion stuff, is really fun in this game, which is making it grow on me even more. Like just the challenges that it sets out for you for like total completion are genuinely really good. I like them. So my named Ace should be somewhere around here. It said that he spawns like with another group of enemies at mission update. We just got mission update, so he's around. Oh, it said something about jamming as well. He might be somewhere right here? Question mark? Uh-oh.
Talisman is locked on.
Those aren't gonna hit an AC6. What am I doing? Maybe in the PS2 games, but not here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Surprised Chole is armored core. What? I am armored core?
Missile strike confirmed. Enemy plane in gun range.
Oh, done with armored core. I was like, I am armored core? Question mark. Well, I was done. But now they've got a mobile game port coming to Steam in less than 2 weeks, so... By the way, I saw Raven's Nest did a video on that, breaking all that down. I saw it. Real fast, real rapid fire style.
Keep an eye on your 6 o'clock.
Like John Dark Soul, Chole Armored Core. No relation to Cleric? Nope. Speaking of Cleric, I watched a video of his yesterday and I went to read the comments and I saw so many regulars from my channel in his comment section, including you, Metalhead. I saw you in there. But I saw so many people who hang around my channel in his comment section. I was like, yep, this community really is small. I also, when the Armored Core mobile mission announcement went up yesterday, I was on Reddit, like, looking through some details for it, and I saw a couple of, a couple of regulars from the channel on Reddit talking about it as well. And I was like, yeah, Armored Core community real small. Less small than it is tight-knit. That's true. Even then, I'm used to much larger communities just from my time doing like YouTube and stuff. I come from the COD scene, right? So for me, you'll return to AC for games you missed, like the Formula Front one. We did Formula Front. We didn't do the like JP only PS2 port, but we did Formula Front. I can't find Raven's Nest channel. You have to search like Raven's Nest AC, because YouTube prioritizes the channel like handle now over just the name, unless it's like a really established channel. You have to search Raven's Nest AC to find Raven's Nest right now.
The enemy has you on radar. Missile, evade!
A niche series gatekeeping its new fans. What a surprise. Yeah, it's fairly normal. To be honest, it's not even like a niche series thing. It's kind of just every gaming community that I've interacted with. Other than, I can say, there is one gaming community that I've like interacted with on YouTube a lot that hasn't been that way. Only one. And it's the Yakuza community. That is the only community that I've encountered during like my time doing YouTube that hasn't had any like weird gatekeepy shit. Chris Lambert, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. That's the last target. Let me see. Ooh. Ah, one of my allies got it. I kind of felt like that would happen.
Cleared of enemy forces. Mission complete. Get back to base.
Looks like I won the bet.
That's it. No, we're talking about like the community gatekeeping new players, not the game itself. Like members of the community who try to discourage newer players for enjoying like the new game, or try to like push them away in a sense. Hello, Atobio.
We have completed this mission successfully.
Which Armored Core does have like a solid bit of. But I would say out of like the 5 series that I've really heavily covered, Armored Core is the second most welcoming out of like the 5 big communities I guess interacted with super heavily at this point. As some of the least gatekeepy shit out of all of them. I would say Yakuza definitely has the least, then Armored Core, then Ace Combat. Resi has the second most of them. And then Metal Gear is by far the worst in terms of like gatekeeping new players and stuff. The Metal Gear community is really bad towards new players. At least nowadays they are.
All skin and bones, with eyes like a hawk. But that badge,
I forget the cutscenes are so fucking quiet. It's so weird.
old Hawkeye's here must have broken his wings in combat. Hey, look at me. I'm no different. The sky I took for granted now.
What's the most underrated game you'd say you've played?
My little adventure here with Hawkeyes is over.
Recently, the recent ones stand out more, right? I think Kurohyou was easily super underrated. No one fucking talks about that. In a similar vein, Kenzan was as well. Kenzan particularly, like, I get it. Kurohyou, at least there's like a fan translation, so a decent amount of people in the Yakuza community who are like really dedicated are like, yeah, the Kurohyou games are really good. But Kenzan never got a release outside of Japan. And there's no fan translation currently. So you have to play this like 30+ hour RPG, very text heavy RPG, fully in Japanese. So it's very inaccessible if you don't speak Japanese. But goddamn, that game was so fucking good. I'm so excited for the current like fan translation for Kenzan that's in the works to be done, just so that more people will then play it and be like, holy shit, Kenzan is peak. Because it really is. It's so good. It's so good.
Fortress as its center of operations. Providing a variety of high-level defensive measures and offensive might.
Let me go look
fortress
through.
Also boasts strong anti-air capabilities. Our ground unit in this mission is to split into two groups, to the east and west.
Umbrella Chronicles was pretty solid. I never hear anyone talk about the Chronicles games for RE. That one really surprised me. I thought that was pretty enjoyable.
Whichever order you feel is necessary. The situation will change depending on which turn a particular battle takes. You'll need to keep close tabs on the combat situation of each unit to successfully complete this mission. Our forces on the mainland are scattered and desperate, doing all they can to protect our nation.
I don't know if I want to say one out loud.
Guarantee their success on this mission. And success on this mission is measured by how much support you can provide them with.
I would say Metal Gear Ghost Babel, I would say. Even though that game's 100% pissed me off, like seriously pissed me off, Metal Gear Ghost Babel should be talked about more. Alright, chat. I'm gonna hit you with the flashbang. Alright, prepare yourself. Metal Gear Survive. Now. Metal Gear Survive, not a great game. It's not a great game. However, it is a game that gets way more shit than it deserves. If you actually sit down and play it, especially now that it goes on sale for like dirt cheap all the time, it's really not that bad. It's not great. I didn't love it. But after hearing that it's like one of the worst games ever made for years and years, I played it and I was like, well, it's like a 6 out of 10-ish like kind of game. But even then, like for a game that's like roughly a 6 out of 10, I would say, to be commonly referred to as like one of the worst games ever released, I would say that's underrated. Not even that game was like amazing, but just I think it gets way too much shit. So last mission I got the tornado skin. Tiger Print Tornado. Unfortunately, it's a fighter run. I would fly that just to get a reaction out of false. Oh, the Burkett is on mission 4. Yeah, naturally. Of course. Okay. Yeah, where else would it be? Oh, okay. He also just spawns at one point in the mission. I don't think there's been a single Metal Gear release after Solid 1 that wasn't met with some kind of outcry. That's true. You're not wrong. Yeah, Metal Gear definitely had like the most,
Which plane should I pick?
I guess, negative community that I've interacted with doing
How about
YouTube.
my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Where everyone, not everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, a lot of people in the Metal Gear community are like, this one game, this is the one good game in the series. Every other game in the series is bad because it's not this game.
Invasion of Bartolomeo Fortress.
That's just how it is.
This is Warlock. We've got the west route to the fortress. Bronx Battalion here.
Oh.
From the east. This is Snake Pit. Electronics
You know, I don't love it,
to support ground forces.
but
Garuda team, I need
I
you to
like
provide
it.
backup for each battalion. Begin operation.
I like it.
Enemy electronic support aircraft sighted. Roger. Proceeding as planned. This is Snake Pit. Electronic support plane. I'm approaching the mission objective point.
Garuda team, give Snake Pit some cover. Use the operation ID
God, this plane feels great in this game.
Your radar display can be toggled for
This
each
game, or
operation.
this whole game does just feel good.
Warlock Battalion
This is honestly one of the better feeling Ace Combat games. Just like flight model and everything.
First checkpoint at a steady pace.
Number 3 is down. My repeat is full of holes. Commander, requesting permission to retreat.
Keep providing cover for Snake Pit.
Ooh,
Walks Battalion is approaching the first checkpoint now.
they weren't porting anything to Steam at that point. Yeah. Master Collection 2, I'm really hopeful that they A, do a good job with, but B, just have a good selection of games. Because obviously they're going to have like MGS4 and Peace Walker, and those are both great.
Walks Battalion
But
arrived at the first checkpoint.
I'm more like, I don't know if they're going to do like portable ops. I feel like they should. I would love to see
Battalion has arrived.
more people play portable ops and appreciate it for what it is. That's probably a really underrated one. It does get talked about a decent bit, like within the more hardcore side of the community, but portable ops is great. I would love to see other like handheld spin-offs that weren't in Master Collection 1 show up, like Ghost Babel or the Acid games, but I'm just not super confident that they will show up in that,
SM is active.
as unfortunate as that kind of is. I don't want to end it yet, because I do want to try to get S ranks where I can, while doing this fighter only, like, you know, hunt down all the aces run. I do also want to try to get as many expert S ranks off the list as possible. I'm trying to multitask here. Ace Combat 6 has a lot of completion stuff to go through. All good stuff. Genuinely, but just a lot. But doing all the medals in this game does seem like it'll be more fun than, honestly, maybe any of like the all medals up to this point.
Watch out! They've got a lock on you from the ground.
Was it AC4 or 6 that had the machine gun only? 6 was the first game to do machine gun only for a medal. Although I think Assault Horizon and 7, if I'm right, both also have the same medal. But we are gonna have to do a machine gun only run here. What the fuck? What? I was like, okay, surely I'm just lining this up poorly, right? No. What the hell is happening?
We have radar lock on. Warlock Battalion has lost half its forces.
All forces, we're still doing fine. We can still fight. Missiles closing in.
Target hit.
New sub here. Cool MGS series. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Found it just as I started the series myself. Just finished MGS 3. Which one is your favorite so far? Out of all of them.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Come on, you bitch. Actually, do I even want to shoot him down? I guess I might as well. I got some hits.
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
There we go.
Roger that. You can count on
Oh, hold on, I gotta stretch in a minute.
I've got lock on.
So far, MGS2 has been my favorite. Okay, so it's not just me, I'm not crazy. Thinking that MGS2 is my favorite.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Alright, hold on, let me just... Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god, a Quake player? They do still exist.
Fox Battalion has lost half its forces.
They're not completely dead. God, I wish we had like a new proper Quake game like that. I mean, I would even just take like a more single player oriented Quake game. I would just take anything Quake at this point, but I wish that we had a proper like new multiplayer Quake title. Well, I guess more than anything, I wish that Champions wasn't fucking dead. Because even Champions was good. It's called Doom. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Talisman is locked on.
Okay. I shook that one.
Doing anything other than a new Doom seemed pretty slim. Yeah. I mean, the new Doom games have been great. Don't get me wrong. But God, I crave a new Quake title like that.
Missile strike.
Ooh, there's the hitching.
Garuda 1 launched missile. Warlock Battalion is a little over halfway to
There
the
we go.
objective point. Just a little longer. Warlock Battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now.
Ready to tackle MGS4 and Peace Walker soon. Those ones are so good. MGS4 gets a lot of shit. I loved 4. Peace Walker is much more widely loved, and I also love Peace Walker.
Warlock Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint.
Oh God.
Missile missed its target. Scored a kill.
Enemy elements have been shut down throughout mission airspace.
OG Quake or Strogg stuff? Bro, I would take anything. I would prefer OG Quake,
Talisman.
like just theming wise,
Allied support.
but I would take anything.
Garuda team, give
If it was Quake, I would be happy.
Warlock Battalion is hanging on.
Especially with, yeah, how successful Doom has been. I would just be thrilled if they touched Quake, like, at all. As long as you mentally accept that the last act of MGS4 is just a film, you're good. True, but even, like, it's not even MGS4 exclusively, to be honest. Because I realized it a lot replaying 2 so many times on stream. Bro, like, half of your time spent playing MGS2 is codecs and cutscenes, if not more. MGS2, if you skip all the dialogue and stuff, is like a 4-hour game. Genuinely. And then if you really know your way around it, it's less. It's like 3 hours. But I feel like 4 gets all the shit for it, despite not being the only game that's like that. Because 2 is definitely like that. 3 and 1 are like that as well, just to lesser degrees. Like 3 and 1 both, for like the final act, it's like 80% cutscenes, but it's not like 90% cutscenes in those. But when I started skipping everything in MGS2, that's when it like really made me realize how short that game actually is and how much of it is just straight dialogue.
Halfway to the objective. Hawks Battalion is approaching the second checkpoint now. Launching missile.
3 probably has the best pacing, you think? I feel like 1 has the best pacing. Aside from like the card key bullshit at the very end, I think 1 nails it. 3's ending I thought felt kind of dragged out.
Battalion has arrived at the second checkpoint.
Because like everything from, hold on, I'm trying to remember. It's been like a year since I last played it.
Lock on.
Everything from like the confrontation with Volgan on, it feels like there's just a lot of dragging ass in that finale. Every day you realize just how much padding is in the MGS series. Especially doing 100% for those games, that's when I've really started to realize it.
Enemy facility taken.
Standard missiles can't hit shit. No, the tracking on standard missiles is not good in 6 unless you get like the perfect shot. Because they really wanted you to go for the perfect shot. They wanted you to like aim for it all the time. So if you start playing it like you're playing the PS2 games, like I tend to do from time to time, and you just start blasting, you just start missing everything.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
That's gonna miss probably. Oh no, that one hit. What was I talking about a second ago? If I had a choice between a new Quake or an Unreal Tournament, I'd take the new Unreal Tournament. Really? Man, talk about like, you think Bethesda won't make a new Quake? Bro. There is no fucking shot that Epic is gonna make a new Unreal Tournament. Well, they were going to before Fortnite took off. And you can't really blame them either, because like, have you seen the kind of money that Fortnite has made them? I mean, shit. Yaw faster than Typhoon? I think so. I haven't really had to use the yaw much. Son of a bitch. What's it? The F-22 doesn't have any air to ground outside of SOD, so I haven't really had to yaw much at all. It might also have pretty slow yaw, but I wouldn't really know.
2 unknown enemy fighters have been detected. 2 enemy fighters approaching.
Yeah, Digital Extreme is busy with Warframe, which also is like, can you blame them? Man, I haven't played Warframe in years. Every time someone brings it up, I feel a little bit of that itch of like, maybe I should go check out Warframe again. Because I loved Warframe. That shit was so fun.
Enemy vehicle has been destroyed.
Maybe. Centralized around Warframe. I haven't played it since like 20... I would have been living in my nightmare apartment the last time I played it. So like 2021, I think would have been the last time I played it at all. And I know they've done like a lot of big stuff that I keep hearing about since then. Don't forget the ace. Oh, you're right. Oh, there he is.
Box 2.
Right there.
Talisman is locked on.
I thought I was gonna get a perfect shot there.
How could that have missed?
No way. That's bullshit.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock.
That's total bullshit.
I've got a lock. Garuda 1, you're approaching the return line. Maintain your current heading to
Those
return
were
to base.
perfect. Come on. There we go. Sweet. Huh. God, why are we like fighting on the return line? How did we get here?
Garuda 1, box 3.
I was gonna say, is he just gonna fly in a straight line and eat these? Not that I would complain.
Our self-propelled artillery has moved into engagement. Lock on. Enemy plane in gun range. I've got a lock on.
More on community expansion than Warframe. Right. Ugh. Come on. Yeah, it's been a long time. I bet, I don't know. I was gonna say, I bet that if I wanted to, I could probably go back and check out Warframe sometime. Like with my girlfriend when hanging out with her, but we have so many games written down, like on a literal list of like, here are the games that we should play at some point, that we might have enough. I don't know if I need to make many additions to that list at this point.
Garuda 1, box 2.
I say that while we just added like 2 of them to the list the other day, so.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
We keep adding games to the list faster than we can get through the games. It's terrible.
Lock on.
For every new game you play, 3 more get added, yeah. Bro, and what's so bad is, to make that even worse, I mentioned, like, kind of recently that one of the ones we've been playing for a while has been Diablo, like, original Diablo.
Sam kill confirmed.
And we've been having a great time with that. But we just randomly, like, we were playing it the other night, and we went down, I want to say, I think it was from, like, level 10 of the dungeon to level 11. Like, if you know how Diablo 1 works, it's literally, there is one dungeon where, like, the entire game takes place. And it's just, like, a straight 16 level dungeon. Like, you clear a floor, and then you move down to the next one, sort of thing. And we went down from like 10 to 11 or something. And for some reason, like I was looking through the wiki afterwards to be like, what the fuck happened? From levels 10 to 11, like when you make that transition, the monster levels that we were fighting on level 10, like the monsters themselves were like level 13. And our characters were like level 16, so we felt very comfy, right? We were clearing shit out just fine. No big deal. We jumped down to like 11, and the monster levels on level 11 jumped from 13 to like 22. So we, in one sudden transition without knowing what we were walking into, went from being like 3 levels over leveled to being like 6 levels below the monsters. And both just instantly got wiped. Like right in the entrance to the level, just both dead. Like immediately. It happened so fast. And I was like, uh-oh. We can probably recover, right? We can probably go back and get our stuff somehow. We make a couple attempts to, and we just can't even manage to grab like anything. So basically our Diablo characters we didn't just wipe, but we basically just wiped in Diablo. Where like we lost all of our cool gear, all of our crazy good gear. We were pretty stacked for where we were at in the game. And now we just have to, you know, if we want to like continue and actually finish it, which we both do, we kind of have to like start back on a few levels beforehand where we can kind of hang in there even without the gear, just with our levels and stats and all that. And just kind of work our way back up while also grinding out like the XP and everything to get to the mid-20s by the time we get to that dungeon level again, so that we don't just instantly wipe again. So point being, our Diablo playthrough suddenly just got a lot longer. Multiplayer Diablo 1 is so genuinely fun though. Like for no reason. I've always liked Diablo 1. But I had never played it like fully in multiplayer like this before. And it's so fun in multiplayer. Like ridiculously fun. What are my thoughts on Verdict Day over weapons? Like the ultimate weapons? Now that I've like 100%ed the games and messed with them a lot, unless you have a very specific build and, you know, you're using them for a very specific purpose, I don't really think they're worth it. I don't think I used every single one of them. But I think I used like 4 of them while doing the 100%, just messing around with them. And like, they're great for one shot, but then they leave your AC in fucking shambles and you can't do anything afterwards. Again, unless you have a super specific build to mitigate that. But at that point, just give me 2 damage-tuned rifles and let me go to town. Who needs the ultimate weapon anyway? But yeah, classic Diablo experience. Genuinely, it's just like, well, we lost all of our shit, all of our gold. It's gone. It's gone. But it's fine. We've both been having a lot of fun playing it. Just, yeah, that doesn't help with us having too much shit that we've been trying to play. Which Diablo? Diablo 1. Because we wanted to play, well, she wanted to play Path of Exile with me. And we played a little bit of it, but she had never played an ARPG before. So she was like very lost trying to get to grips with basic controls and everything, as well as like PoE's systems design and build craft and all that. So I was like, you know what? Forget about PoE. We'll play like an ARPG that's a lot easier to get to grips with and just enjoy. PoE is not the game to learn on. Yeah, no, she just wanted to play it with me because I love PoE. And we got like, you know, a few levels in, and she just was not having a good time with it in terms of like trying to learn it and everything. So I said, you know what, let's play something simpler. Let's play something simpler. Diablo. That's an ARPG. It's good. Way easier to learn. So much easier to learn because the systems are so much simpler.
Nice work, Garuda team.
And we can work our way up. Like from there, we'll probably play Diablo 2 at some point. We'll see after that, but build our way up to PoE someday, surely. Just, yeah, jumping straight into PoE is a nightmare.
With the successful execution of this mission, Emerian forces have regained complete control of Kesset Island.
Dedicate some time to theory crafting. Bro, I spend way too much time
We're about to get
just
into
thinking
some
about
serious
PoE builds. It's bad. It's like, oh, next league, as long as they don't change this, I'm doing this. Path of Building for like an hour. How far along are you guys in Diablo 1? We were on like level 11 of the dungeon. Out of 16. There are 16 levels in the game. But with us losing all of our gear and needing to level up like quite a bit, like we have to get like 7 levels higher to really be able to handle level 11 and onwards. Yeah, we have to go back to earlier levels in the dungeon now and like get geared back up, like find more loot to kind of get back to where we were. And also just farm XP along the way. How did you lose your gear? Oh, when you die in Diablo 1, sorry, that's kind of important if you don't know the game. When you die in Diablo 1, you drop all of the gear that you have equipped. So when we went to that floor and just got instant wiped and then tried to go recover it, but it's even worse without all the really good gear, trying to like get your gear back. We couldn't manage. We tried for like 20 minutes or so to get it. We just couldn't do it. We tried a bunch of different strategies. Like she's playing sorcerer, so she tried a bunch of different spells and stuff to see if she could maybe put enough of a dent in the monsters down there to grab anything. And we really just couldn't grab anything.
I just want to know one thing.
It was a shit show.
Still doing here. Once we're back on the mainland, we've got to get to that bank before the Estavakians get their
Yeah, PoE 2's new league has been something. That patch that they did like 2 days ago has helped a lot though, thankfully. It's still not like perfect by any means, but that patch that they did a couple days ago to kind of readjust a lot of those season 2 balance changes, or I say season 2, like the Dawn of the Hunt balance changes, that definitely helped. I'm playing a warrior right now, and when that patch dropped, it just immediately felt so much better.
I'm about to go over
Thank
the
God.
mission contents. Finally, the day is near. We have organized enough troops and intelligence to retake the mainland. Soon the Emerian military will initiate an operation designed
Bless
to
you.
take back the Emerian
What, with
navy.
warrior?
Our forces on the mainland
I was
will
trying to play
success.
Huntress when it first came out. I just couldn't.
If we don't act soon,
She needs some love.
our bridgehead for
Just with, like, the current
troops
state
on
of
the
things.
mainland will be established at Rargam Beach on the western tip of
Oh no, I didn't play warrior when the game first dropped. I played a witch.
So do all
for
you
the
can
first
to see
league.
it through to the end. This
But for
mission
Dawn of the
will
Hunt,
provide
I've
units, 2 hovercraft
well, I was going to
units
play
on
Huntress.
shore,
Huntress
and a fleet of ships
was just
attacking
dying
the
left, right, and center. She couldn't fucking do
Our
it.
hovercraft unit needs
So I went to warrior. And warrior,
landing units safely, and for taking
as
over
slow as he is and as
our fleet
as his damage is, he's very tanky.
close to the sea or in the vicinity
So
of
he's
oil fields.
survived
It would be
considerably longer than any of my other characters that I tried to do
and take them out
in Dawn of the
our
Hunt
units
so
have to
far.
deal with them. Swift and accurate execution is extremely important in this
It's the mission 5 one,
in order
like.
to gain a secure foothold. Don't hold back. Show us what you're made of out there.
The F-15 will spawn in the north together with the enemy reinforcements on mission update. Lightning Spear and Wind Serpent Deadeye. Oh. That and the parry system was a horrible idea. Bro, the parry system, like, I feel like it was a good idea. But the monsters are too fast. Like, mob density's too high. And the monsters are still playing like it's PoE 1, basically. Where they're just, like, running your shit down immediately. And PoE 1, or sorry, PoE 2, they're trying to slow things down gameplay-wise. They're trying to go for, like, a more intentional pacing, and it's just, it's not working. It's just not working. Honestly, hold on. So it has to be a fighter. Do any other fighters have RCL outside of the F-16? Because this mission, RCL, the flanker does. That's very tempting. That's very tempting. Oh yeah, the Typhoon. I forget that the Typhoon was kind of shit though, because its yaw speed was so terrible. So I might go with the flanker then.
Tell us, which plane should I pick?
You know what? Just match me. Different color though.
How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Doesn't the 15 have FAEB? I think the F-15 is a multi-role in this game, isn't it? Because right now I'm also like I'm multitasking like 3 things this playthrough, but one of them is the all fighters campaign run. Can't use any multi-roles or attackers for the whole run. Figured I'd do this one on the higher difficulty while I'm here, just because the fighter run is going to be a lot easier than the multi-role or the attacker run especially.
Garuda team, your job is to eliminate any threats posed to our forces in each of these combat zones. Begin operation.
Oh man, the RCL's not great on this either. It was so short. Incredibly short.
Destroy all enemy ships and eradicate any sign of a sea threat. We're leaving the skies to you, Garuda team.
Type limitations. Yeah, I kind of like it, to be honest. But it does limit my plane usage a bit for the next 3 runs of the campaign, just while I'm doing each of them. I think I'm definitely going to do attackers on the normal difficulty run. Now that I know that I have to play normal for this one, which I guess isn't terribly surprising. I had to play it in the last, like, 3 games as well, now that I think about it. But for some reason going in, I thought that we just wouldn't have to play on normal difficulty. So I went straight for hard mode. Now I'm realizing, like, yeah. I'm gonna have to go back anyway, so I'll probably do attackers on normal. Just because then, if nothing else, it'll be harder for the enemies to shoot me down. I have more health on normal. Whoa. Whoa. remember leaning on the A10 and the gun for it. I probably will pretty much. Yeah, the F-117 is just terrible in this game. I was about to say I'll probably mainly use the A10 and the Tornado for it, just depending on the mission. But I definitely will, because the F-117 in this game is so bad. Like, horrible. Yeah, there are 3. We're a bit limited for the all attackers run. Especially because the 117 is so bad that I would never consider actually using it. I played that one mission with it during the initial campaign run just to be like, oh, the stealth Dorito. I always love this thing, even though it's terrible. And it was worse than usual in this game. Like, way worse than usual. I don't know what they did to the F-117 here, but that thing was awful.
Enemy facility taken out.
And like, I expected it to be bad going in, and I was still shocked.
Roger that. You can count on me.
Garuda 1 launched missile.
That variant was plain ridiculous. I forget that all the skins had different stats too.
I've got a lock.
Connecting ESM for Garuda 1.
The A10 is slow, the 117 turns like a boat. Bro, the 117 like is slower than the A10 in this game.
Was destroyed.
And doesn't have the machine gun benefit
Talisman has
and has
locked on.
worse special weapons. It was just
Missile from
awful.
target.
Like when I used the A10 for a mission, I was sitting here going, man, I can't believe the A10 is this strong in an Ace Combat game.
Tracking you on radar.
But when I used the F-117, I couldn't believe how much they had butchered him. Just so bad. The World War II planes. I am excited for the World War II planes in Joint Assault, just because they're so funny. The fact that they're there is funny. They're in AC3D too, aren't they? If I'm not mistaken.
Enemy facility taken out. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
Look at how they massacred my boy. He's so bad. He's terrible.
Garuda 1 commencing full rocket fire.
Stealth with which works for the enemies and not for you. Exactly. Oh my god, this thing has so much health. I guess it is a whole oil platform. They are, yeah.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Fuck it, rip the RCL over there. I was gonna use it on the ships. Not worth it. This flanker skin is great. Whoa. It hit. It's good. I still don't know if that's my Xbox hitching or my capture card.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
Remains a mystery. I haven't tested it.
Enemy facility taken out.
How could I have possibly missed that? How could that have been a miss?
Garuda 1 commencing full rocket fire.
God, RCL is awesome in this game. I can't get enough of it.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
One should be enough. Oh no, were they both perfect? I guess they were.
Plane down.
One was enough. still playing Ace Combat 6.
Incoming missile confirmed.
Garuda 1, he's nipping at your tail.
Chat, what do you think the over-under is on the Oblivion remake actually coming out in the next week? Random thought. Because I was very publicly a doubter of the Oblivion remake rumors for such a long time. But that sudden leak of like the website page and the screenshots and shit suddenly has me back on board. And the fact that the previous leak, like prior to the screenshots and all that coming out, was saying that that the game was releasing the week of April 21st, now has me like, holy shit, are we actually getting an Oblivion remake next week? Like, is that actually happening? Because at the very least, we now know without a doubt that the remake is real. So it's just like, is it really coming out next week? Because I was even doubting just if the remake was real for the longest time. But now, there's no doubting that anymore. Some intern definitely got fired this week for accidentally posting like the store page on their website. Feel bad for the Sky Oblivion team if true. A little bit, but Sky Oblivion will probably still be better. I do somewhat, but like Sky Oblivion, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was going to like retain the Skyrim like systems and mechanics and stuff still, right?
Commencing full rocket fire. Watch out.
Because from what I remember, I thought it was going to. So if that's the case, I feel like Sky Oblivion still has like its own, I guess, reason to exist. Mostly. Oh. What were they going to be changing? I would love a remake of different Elder Scrolls games instead of Oblivion. I am not the biggest Oblivion enjoyer, it's known. But, like, I would take Morrowind over Oblivion any day of the fucking week for a remake. And either Daggerfall or Arena definitely need a remake the most.
Enemy facility was destroyed.
But I guess I'll just take what I can get.
Talisman is locked
The thing
on.
with the Oblivion remake is that, like, yeah, it is, like, my least favorite Elder Scrolls game, which is true. I've just never been a big Oblivion fan, personally. But if the remake is going to, like, rebalance stuff and, you know, adjust some systems here and there, then it could just turn Oblivion into an Elder Scrolls game that I actually really like. So... Oh, they're remaking spell crafting. You know, out of all the things from, like, the old Elder Scrolls games to bring back for a project like that, that would be the one. Being able to craft your own, like, spells and the alchemy stuff in, like, Morrowind. Oh my god, the alchemy in Morrowind is so busted. Like, busted in a fun way. Because it's a single-player game, right?
Most of the enemy fleet's been destroyed. We're about to mop up what's left.
I don't understand the obsession with it. Skyrim, I also am not as big of a fan of as, like, most people are.
We have radar lock on.
But Morrowind is magical, dude. Morrowind is crazy. I fucking love Morrowind. If the Oblivion remake isn't real, I'll just play Morrowind on stream. Fuck it. It's about time. I haven't played Morrowind on stream since like 2020. That was back in my Twitch days. I've never played it on stream on YouTube.
Garuda 1, Fox 2. Garuda 1, almost
Big
out of
damage.
special weapons.
Big success. Man, this mission is just fucking huge. Huh?
Garuda 1 out of special weapons.
All right, I can't use allied support right now, I guess.
Facility taken out. Connecting ESM for Garuda 1. Garuda 1 evaded the missile.
I'm gonna need to go resupply. I need more RCL. I burned all of it, and I'm not even done with one operation.
Fired. Enemy facility reduced to rubble.
Opinion on Breaking Bad? It's great. It's Breaking Bad. Sony should remake Knack and Knack and Knack 2. Why remake Knack and Knack 2 when we could get Knack 4? Think about it. Think about it. Would you rather a Knack 1 or 2 remake or Knack 4?
Garuda 1, you're approaching
There's
the
a new
return
Borderlands
zone.
coming out this year.
To return to base and resupply.
Just saying 4 randomly made me like, oh yeah. There's a 4th mainline Borderlands this year. I know what I'm doing. This thing's kind of touchy. Ooh. All of the above. Oops. Theoretically, GTA 6 around that time as well. GTA 6 has to be getting a delay. There's no way. Right? Like, there would be so much more marketing for GTA 6 by this point if it was coming out like 6 months from now. It's fucking GTA 6. Right? I feel like there's definitely going to be a delay for GTA. I feel like there has to be. There's just no way they're going to do this little marketing for the game if we really are this close to the release of it. Because, like, so far, we have one trailer. All they have to do is promote it like a month beforehand. That's true, just given the reaction to the first trailer. Although, that first trailer was so long ago now, that on the flip side, it's very possible that, like, because of just the huge gap in their marketing, they're gonna lose a lot of that initial hype wave. Because, like, the first trailer for a game that big is always gonna blow the fuck up like that. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they would have to be doing more marketing. I did think it was funny, though. I saw that tweet that was going around yesterday. There was, like, some GTA account that tweeted, like a GTA fandom account on Twitter. It tweeted out and was like, all right, boys, when GTA 6 drops, what are you doing? You going to play the story mode or you hopping straight into online? And everyone was just like, have these guys been around for a new Rockstar game coming out? Like, have they ever actually been, you know, playing these games when they come out. Because, you know, Rockstar's online modes are never there right when the game comes out. They normally wait like a month or so before they update them in. Granted, they could just launch online right away because shark cards and all that. It's possible. But historically, Rockstar has always waited and, like, you know, given people time to play through the story and all that, and then dropped the online like a month after release. So they're probably going to do that again, but also fair to say, you know, shark cards make money. So maybe they will launch it with online this time. If I get GTA 6, I'm going straight online just to be that guy, that one motherfucker who does nothing but drive around and try to shoot everyone and keep them from doing what they're doing. That's surely the guy we're talking about, right? It has to be. That one motherfucker in every lobby who is there to do nothing but cause chaos for everyone else. I'm on expert. Missiles are scary. God damn it. That one's on me. Oh my god. Bro, there was no checkpoint. There was no checkpoint. Oh my god. That's fucking crazy. I don't feel any damage difference between expert and ace. I think that's the first time I've been hit with a missile since we started expert. I wasn't entirely sure if it would be one shot or not.
Your job is to eliminate any threats posed to our forces in each of these combat zones. Begin operation.
My fleet is about to destroy all enemy ships and eradicate any sign of a field threat. We're leaving the skies to you, Garuda team.
But now I have my answer. It is definitely one-shot missiles on expert this time around. Because you never know. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Ace Combat is weird and kind of goes back and forth on it a lot. Definitely one shot here, though. At least we can enjoy the Russian jets more. The flanker is lucky he's cute, for sure. Go dance with the angels. Do it. We're dancing with the angels. Oh no. Sweet. Oh.
Missile was evaded.
Man, how deep into the mission was I? It is so painful. Made me hate this game more. It's so funny though. Like, it's just so stupid that I can't hate it. It's way too funny to me.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you. Enemy facility was destroyed.
And the golden statue stuff. So good. Them just throwing the king on a tank. Just parking him outside in the middle of the city. Because why not, I guess.
Careful now, they're tracking you on radar. Commencing full rocket fire.
Your mission timer was at 23 minutes. Fuck. So I was like 17 minutes deep. Had to restart the whole thing. Jesus Christ. There's just so many targets on this one. It's crazy.
Commencing full rocket fire.
I should honestly get the list up for like the S rank criteria for every mission. It would save me some time because I could just do what I've been doing and blow up like everything in sight to get an S rank every time. But I could also just go and see what the score that I need is, so that just once I hit that, I can purely focus the objective from that point on and move on quicker. This mission probably has a ton of score though. Combination of go fast and kill everything. In 6, it's just score. There's no, well, I think maybe one of the missions has like a time limit. I'm not sure. But in 6, it's just score based. You just have to get a minimum score. Oh man, I way overshot that. Second sweep. I should go look. Actually, I probably don't even need to pull up like a separate list. I have the wiki page up for the aces. So if they have the missions hyperlinked, like on each entry for the aces, hold on. Could have sworn there was a time element to it. Typically the way it works in Ace Combat is that it's either time or score, and it just depends on the mission. Oh yeah, this game has a bit of a weird system. So yeah, so for Operation C, I have to get 29,000 points basically. Which I'm actually not that far off of already. I'm at like 21. But yeah, it's by operation in this game, and then it like totals up your operation scores that you partook in for your total mission rank. A bit of a weird system, but I can make it work. I mostly got my answer. Operation C is the huge one. The other missions are both like 10k point, or sorry, other operations are both like 10k on this mission. This one is 29. This one has so many targets on it. Least favorite Ace Combat game? kind of weird.
Commencing full rocket fire. We have radar lock on.
There are a handful that I like less for various reasons. I would say though, like the actual worst Ace Combat game is Advance, and it's just Advance. But that one hardly counts. So like, really, Assault Horizon, because any mission that's not in a jet goes on for way longer than it should, and it makes the pacing in that game fucking terrible. Joint Assault is a contender though, because there are a lot of positives to Joint Assault, but oh my god, that game controls like shit. Like, just flying planes in Joint Assault feels awful.
Commencing full rocket fire. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
So that one's definitely a contender.
Talisman is locked on.
Needs more bomber missions because that one was fun. Honestly, yeah, the like carpet bombing mission in Assault Horizon is super fun. And that's only a mission that they did one time. Like, that's a gimmick that they only did once in the whole campaign. But then, like, the Apache mission, they had, like, what, 3 or 4 of those? And they're, like, 20 minutes apiece.
Special weapons running low.
The AC-130 mission was only one mission, but it goes on for, like, 25 minutes. Ace Combat tier list when? Well, I don't know. We can't let the Ace Combat Discord server see where I put 0 on the tier list. We can't. They can't know. They can't. I should do an Armored Core tier list. My Armored Core opinions are fairly tame for the most part. I feel like I wouldn't get crucified for the Armored Core tier list. Because I have some spicier takes. Like, I'm not big on Another Age. Like, pretty publicly, I'm not a big fan of Another Age. Trying to think. Oh, Silent Line, I probably put lower than most people. But that's mostly because 100%ing Silent Line was fucking miserable. Like, I already thought Silent Line was like, but the 100%, oh, that shit sucked. That was just bad. That's one of those games that, like, 100%ing that game makes you hate it more rather than love it more. Because it really goes either way, depending on the game. Here's a spicy take. Oh, one of my spicy takes is definitely, I would put Project Phantasma higher than most people for sure. I like Project Phantasma's missions, and its arena is really nice. It probably still has the most challenging arena in the series, like, to date. And it was the first one. Project Phantasma's arena did not fuck around. AC4 wasn't nearly as bad as people pretend. AC4 is a weird one. Because, like, the core gameplay is good. But, like, everything outside of the core gameplay in AC4 is rough. Like, the story in the English version, at least, because apparently it's mostly localization issues. But the story in AC4 got fucking butchered by the Ubisoft localization team, and it's just rough. If you play the game in English, it's got a rough story. that's honestly just incoherent on like a first playthrough. It's hard to even keep up with what's happening. The mission design in 4 is really iffy. The color palette's awful. The color palette is just really bad in 4. It's a little better in 4 Answer. Not to say that 4 Answer totally fixes it, but AC4 is just gray. It's so weird. Yeah, I played AC3. I actually haven't played the Western release of AC3. I've only ever played the Japanese release. Wasn't as bad as people claim. Yeah. AC4 is like one that I really want to like it more than I do. But just every time I play it, it's like, yeah. They nailed the gameplay, but then didn't really have time to like fully develop everything else. A lot of people still to this day don't even know that AC4 has an arena, which is crazy because it's just bizarrely like hidden in the menus. When I did the AC4, or sorry, the Armored Core 4 video, I have to specify when streaming Ace Combat. When I did my Armored Core 4 video and mentioned that there was an arena, I got so many comments of like, wait, what? There's an arena in this game? Yeah, the simulator. Which, like, yeah, of course, you'd probably just skim right over it over and over again without suspecting a thing if you didn't know. I did for like 80% of my playthrough. I don't think it's bad, or as bad, given it was a huge shift. But yeah, a lot of the shit that AC4 gets as well is from old gen players who just didn't like the directional shift of it, to be fair. Yeah, not Ace Combat. Armored Core 4's menus are a mess, just in general. The music is great. Gen 4's music, both games, so good. Armored Core 4's soundtrack is so good. That's a big positive for it, for sure. You still have PTSD from AC5? Which one? I think I have a little PTSD from both AC5s, but which one are we talking about? Armored Core 5 was like psychological torture for 100%ing it. And then Ace Combat 5 was like a prison that I could not escape from. It was like I was constantly being denied parole and kept there.
Ooh. We think they're after our chopper unit. Move to intercept.
Armored Core. Yeah, fuck that. That was so bad. I'm gonna crucify you for that one. The hardcore Ace Combat community generally doesn't like 5 as much as I do, so I think I'm fine. There are people who really like it, but for the most part, it's seen as the weakest of like the PS2 trilogy. Really? Yeah. Oh, my controller batteries finally went. I was waiting for that. I thought that was gonna happen yesterday. Like, I went out and got more AA's yesterday, because I thought they were going to die during that stream, but here we are. The minus end goes there. Yep, I know how to put batteries in. Yeah, Ace Combat 5 is great to play, Like one time, just quick campaign run, it's great. But to like grind out the missions and like completion stuff, but that first playthrough of Ace Combat 5 is really great. Maybe someone should tell that Raven's Nest guy to do a tier list of the Armored Core games, all 16 of them. What do you guys think? Someone should pass that along. Oh, actually, he could wait for Mobile Mission probably and then include that. Because Mobile Mission's PC port is only like 2 weeks away. Not even. Don't be lazy? What do you mean, don't be lazy? Tier lists are like the peak of YouTube content.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Everyone knows it. Everyone's talking about it. What's my score at? A 47? Let me get a little bit more, but that should be about enough to move on. We shouldn't need a whole lot more.
Missile struck target.
Nah, fuck it. Where's the remaining targets for B? There they are. Did I overshoot those?
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Not terribly. Oh wait, there's a bunch over there. It was just getting jammed. That's all Operation A over on the right, I think. Yeah, it is. Because there are a ton of target indicators over there, but I thought those were for A. Has anyone here seen that that community challenge that got made for AC6? This has been around for a while, but only just recently like popped up on my radar. But the roguelike challenge for Armored Core 6. Has anyone seen that going around?
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Removal of turn speed that hurts multiplayer. Hear me out. Maybe a bit of a spicy take, but I feel like Armored Core 6 with turn speed would make that game play worse than it currently does. Because, like, if you think that lightweight or, like, midweight even, melee-oriented builds are already too dominant, it would be so much worse with turn speed. It would be so much worse. You just wouldn't be able to kite them, at least not effectively. Lights are dominant? Yeah. Granted, if it's a player who knows how to use melee. But like when you go and play up in S rank, it's a lot of lightweight melee builds. Like a shit ton. Also, Zims. Lots of Zims, lots of, you know, the typical shit. But one of my favorite guys to talk about up in S ranks, his name is Trash Panda. He's super fun to play against. I loved running into him. And his build, and he's like, keep in mind, he's a top S rank player. His build is he has a laser orbit, one laser orbit, a chainsaw on his left hand, and that's it. That is his build. He uses the laser orbit and just punches you with no weapons to build up stagger. And then chainsaws you for like 10k damage. And it works. He's incredible at the game. Like, he really knows how to play the game, and he tears people apart with that build. And it's honestly incredible to watch. It's so fun to watch. Or even to play against. Like, he would kick my ass when I would run into him, and I'd just be like, you know what? I'm not even mad about this. I really cannot be mad about this.
Watch out. We've got a lock on you from the ground.
Oh god, where's that? Okay.
Watch out for that missile, Garuda 1. Missile evaded.
Oh. Moonlight Redshift with a jammer. Dude, Moonlight Redshift is very fun. Just swapping between them. I've always been a big chainsaw fan in AC6. That chainsaw is just fucking awesome. Especially because, like, with Basho, a charged chainsaw hit, if you can land it, which is, it's harder to land. It's like not as hard as landing the charged pile bunker, but it's probably the hardest melee weapon aside from it. But if you land it, it is like 10k AP of damage for one melee attack. It's incredible. It's just so satisfying to watch it tear through them for like, if it's a lightweight build, you'll see the damage numbers go up to like 11k. And if it's a tank, it only does like, I think 8,500 or 9k, something like that. But still, just incredible. It's such a wild weapon. I love that thing. You forget that tanks usually have amazing turn speed. Yeah, I don't think tanks, even with the turn speed, would be great in 6 because they get bullied by heavy stagger builds still. Maybe the turn speed would help them, but it's not like they would outturn like a lightweight running Etsugens and a melee weapon. Or God forbid, Zimmermans and a melee weapon. Maybe Zimmermans they could, actually. Zimmermans might be heavy enough that they could outturn it. Thinking about it now. But definitely not Etsugens or like Vientos. Whoa! It's a little dangerous out here. It's a little scary. Jesus. Pulse Blade and Buckler. Buckler is still very popular.
The enemy has a lock on you.
I'm personally not a huge PvP guy in Armored Core. So thankfully 6's balancing problems haven't bothered me all that much. Like, I did my S rank run and I was good. Like, yep, done with PvP.
Watch out! They got a lock on you from the ground. I've got a lock.
Should hovers return? I think hovers have kind of lost their place in the sandbox because they have a lot of personality. I love hovers in the old gens, but like, they've been condensed into quad legs, which is one thing, but even if you take that out of the equation, hovers were never like you could hover in the air like what sixth gen quads are right now. They were like you could glide across the ground more quickly, and most importantly, you could glide across water. But like, ever since Gen 4, water has never really been a factor. Like, that's kind of always been their most unique factor. And that's just not in the game anymore, because everything glides on the water now. Which, I mean, makes sense. It's a fucking mech. Tanks gliding on the water is maybe a little silly, but like bipeds, quad legs, yeah. If you want speed, wheelchair, honestly true. That thing is just as fast, if not faster, on the ground than hovers ever were. Now that you mention it. I've never thought about that, but that's kind of true. The wheelchair fills that role for sure. I don't know. I would like to see them come back, but I don't think that they like need a comeback, if that makes sense. I feel like their role has kind of just, or how should I phrase it? I feel like their necessity in the sandbox has just kind of been lost over time, which is fine. Just as the games have changed from generation to generation, they've become less important. And their properties have been spread across other parts, which is fine by me. Because hovers were always the most situational legs anyway, which is why I say, like, yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that we lost them, but at the same time, I don't feel like we need them back either. I'd like manual aim rockets, yeah. I would love just more of that legacy stuff. I think what could be really cool, personally, with how like AC6's systems are set up, is if different FCS types would be able to support hardlock or not, rather than it just being like a core mechanic the way it is. Then again, less accessible for newer players, and AC6 was built around accessibility for new players. It was built for onboarding a new generation of Armored Core fans. Which is why a lot of these system design changes were made with Gen 6. Which isn't a bad thing, because I mean, look at the popularity of Armored Core right now compared to where it's been for the rest of the time that series has existed, right? Like, obviously, it was a great play. It worked out really well, because even like new gen players start with 6, really love 6, but then they mostly do eventually go back and play the older stuff as they can. Like, a lot of Gen 6 players just recently played Gen 1 for the first time with those PlayStation ports coming out. And I saw a ton of new gen players playing Gen 1 and really loving it. They're like, it's different, but I really like this too. I'm like, yes, they're getting it. They're getting it. Every generation offers something unique, something special. Really hard to make a completely unusable build in 6. It's true. I would love to see stuff like, you know, FCS types that are maybe really strong with like tracking, but they have no hard lock support. So you have to rely on the soft lock instead if you use it. You just literally can't even toggle hard lock. I think that could be cool. First gen is way better than most everyone thought it was, especially among people who have only ever heard of AC. Remember the sad flamethrower? The sad flamethrower? Are we talking like the old Gen 3 flamethrower?
Take a look.
Also have the inverse for people who want hard lock. Yeah, like an FCS that doesn't have tracking quite as strong, but like it can hard lock. So you just don't have to worry about it.
We are finally able to provide
I think stuff like that could be fun.
To our exhausted forces on the mainland. The American military is in position to advance.
Sorry, I only just saw hovers are the are you over water legs. They were for me doing 100%. I was like, yeah, hovers are there. But as soon as I was going to be like on water for a whole mission, I switched over to hovers just to do that, and then I switched back. Unless you go for missiles, we only use Talbot. I swap around a good bit. But I'm a bit of a... I like my builds to feel a little more specialized, if that makes sense. Like when I'm trying to make them do one specific thing, I try to make them lean more into that one thing. Even though Talbot is just the all-around good one.
Now that we're in the midst of war. Her name is Ludmilla. She was an Estovakian medical student studying in Northern Navik, a neutral country.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
Her boyfriend is a soldier in the Estovakian military. She firmly believes that going to Grace Maria will somehow reunite them. It took a long time to get even that much out of her.
Other niche mechanics I'd like to see back. I would like extensions to come back more than anything.
They're certainly an odd pair of travel companions. Two women, hopelessly in search of their loved ones.
Back to the mid-story. Yeah, it's definitely there. Keep in mind, this is a cutscene where she can mostly understand Ludmilla.
Maybe it's the language barrier.
Until she says that.
But talking doesn't seem to be our strong point.
Tells us everything about Ludmilla, like who she is, where she's from, why she's here. And then she's just like, oh yeah, but I can't understand this bitch. I have no idea what she's saying. Language barrier. The language barrier in this game is hilarious. Like 2 missions from now, by the way, they're going to be talking to each other just fine. It's the on-again, off-again language barrier, as I've dubbed it now. And then is it like right before the final mission that Ludmilla gives that whole like 2-minute monologue in perfect English?
Around the outskirts of
It's just like, what the fuck happened to this language barrier?
No means of retreat. Surrounded by enemies.
I thought we couldn't understand her. What is happening?
With our substation as a focal point, the enemy is positioned a full 360 degrees around the troops, with intense attacks pounding away at our line of defense. If we could somehow manage to join up with our besieged forces,
one of my wishes would be for everyone to be able to understand each other, like in Tekken. Tekken, everyone's speaking different languages to each other in Tekken is so good.
Eliminate all Estavakian forces throughout the Rollins Plain. Every
Especially when you
minute
play the
counts.
story modes with like the cutscenes. It's just so fucking goofy. Even though I feel like it's not really meant to be, but they kind of embrace it in a way that's impossible to not love. Okay. I need to do A, C, D, and F still on this mission. A, C, D, and F. One. Okay. I got the list up. Oops. Is there anything new to buy in terms of the fighters? I'm trying to remember what I even shot down last mission for the ace. Oh, I could buy the Burkett skins. Oh, okay. I can vaguely make out what that's supposed to be. We'll get to you one day, Nosferatu. Saving you for the end. No? Okay. It really is just the SU-47 skin next. And then... Well, what am I shooting down this mission, actually? I didn't really look. This one will spawn when the player approaches the enemy base in the south during the mission update. And it is a Rafale. Fanis, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. I always imagine they're just saying things and not understanding each other and just fighting. Honestly, they could be in Tekken. They're just yapping at each other in their own language. They can't really understand each other. But they're just like, ah, fuck it. We fight now.
Tell us, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Garuda team, time to take off.
Reminds me of AC Infinity more than this game. Someday the community has to get Infinity working. I'm holding out hope. Fan servers and emulation. I'm begging.
We've got 6 sectors of operation to concentrate on. Use your radar to check enemy position and move out to each area.
We better move. Our forces could get wiped out at any second now.
That's right.
Operation A, I need like 6,500 points. I need exactly 6,500.
Need supplies. No use fighting on an empty stomach.
Still installed on my PS3. Fan servers Sunday, please. Speaks in Jaguar roars. Tekken is so great for shit like that. There's a reason that everyone loves King. Because he's the GOAT. And because he speaks fluent Jaguar. Plus, luchadors are awesome. It helps, yeah.
Garuda team, initiate close range air support. Get out there.
It definitely helps.
Bust some heads, Talisman. Take care of business.
Yeah, I did know that the King in the new, well, in the post Tekken 2 games, I want to say, is actually one of the kids from the original King's orphanage. Or is it post Tekken 3? I want to say it's post Tekken 2. I think the current king first appeared in Tekken 3, if I remember right. It's 30-hit combos. Hey, man. Those combos will get you far. Speaking of fighting games, I know it's not a competitive fighting game, but it's just one that I've been playing on and off purely because it's fun since it came out. I recently hit Z rank on Sparking Zero, which, if you're not familiar, is the highest rank in the game. Now, I looked at the leaderboard after, and I think I'm like top 1,600 players globally. It's wild. I haven't even like really sweat on that game all that much. I just play it for fun. But it's just not that competitive. It's cool to be the top rank in a fighting game though. What do you use? Z Frieza. Primarily is my favorite. At least he has been lately. I've bounced all over the place. For a while, I was a strong Vegeta end main. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta was my favorite for a while. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, of course. Because, I mean, come on. Especially after they buffed the shit out of I'll beat you in 5 seconds. Just getting that off and actually, like, pretty much doing this taunt where Goku tells someone that he's gonna beat them in 5 seconds, and then you get, like, double the damage for literally 5 seconds after. And you burn like 2 health bars worth off of an opponent immediately after taunting them. Whenever you can make that work, it is the funniest shit in the game. I love it so much. They made it a little cheesy after they gave it the buff where doing the taunt also gives you full ki. That was a little overboard. But I love that install. It's so funny. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's super fun too. He's also up there for me. Gogeta's a blast, but I can't bring myself to play him online. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that is. And Gogeta in general. All the Gogetas are a blast. All 3 of them, but particularly Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is fucking so fun. Just, I can't bring myself to play him on ranked. I can't do it. I feel bad. My sleeper pick for DP battle, always. I've been a big fan of Birder in that game, like, since launch. I think Birder is one of the few characters that I actually have, like, the little star system that's literally just how many matches have you played while using this character. Birder is, like, one of the 3 characters that I actually have max stars on. Because I've just played him so much. My title, like, on my player card on Sparking Zero is the Blue Hurricane of the Ginyu Force. Fucking love Birder. Way more than I probably should, but I love him. He is the fastest in the universe. He is. He's the GOAT. It kind of sucks from a gameplay perspective that he's so fast, because people who just spam super counter can super counter him really easily because his attacks are so rapid, but he's so fun. I can't help it. It's too fun. Dragon Ball is great. I gotta do Kakarot for real someday. I gotta bring that back at some point. There are too many games coming out. I can't be saying things like that. There are a bunch of games coming out like in the next 2 months on top of all of the, what's that? All of the 100%s I'm doing. But someday I'll do Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We'll start from, what's it? The World Tournament DLC again. Looks at Devil May Cry. Yep. Yep. Someday I'll do that too. I swear. I'll get back to the DMCS ranks. I did way too many DMC2S ranks to stop where I did. I will eventually get back to that. Because I can't put myself through S ranking like half of DMC2 just to not finish the rest of it, right? I have to go back and become one of like the 4 people to have ever S ranked every single mission in DMC2. Kakarot gets too easy way too fast. Bro, on hard mode, at least from what little we played, it was fucking crazy. The thing with Kakarot too, just this is like YouTube business perspective. The copywritten music is fucking crazy in Kakarot. That was part of why I dropped it so fast, on top of just viewership being down at the time and other stuff happening around that point. Like, there were a lot of factors for me dropping it so early. But man, the copyright issues in that game, fucking crazy because of the anime music. Doesn't help that I was modding in Bruce Faulkner score, but you know, that's a must. I grew up watching the old, well, not, I was gonna say the old dub, but there were so many old dubs for Dragon Ball Z. I grew up watching whatever the dub was that aired on Cartoon Network with the Bruce Faulkner score and everything. Whatever that one was, that's what I grew up with. So when I see those scenes being adapted like from the anime, it needs to have the Faulkner score. Funimation? Yeah, but there are like 4 Funimation dubs, and I don't know which one is which. So I don't know what the fuck to call it, but that one, it was a Funimation dub.
The threat level for remaining Estavakian forces is down to about 60%.
Dance with the Angels. That many? It's at least 3. I want to say it's maybe 4, but I know for sure that there were at least 3 Funimation dubs. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it's 4 including Kai, right? If we count Kai as like its own English dub, because they did rewrite and redub the whole thing for it. Fuck, man. I guess it is 4, because that's also Funimation. Technically, it counts. Ocean dub was funny. What is this ocean dub you speak of? I only know Big Green dub. It's Big Green!
I'm a lot better at chasing than being chased.
When I eventually make my girlfriend sit through Dragon Ball and watch it, we're gonna watch Big Green dub. Absolutely. The fact that there's like a legit English dub of Dragon Ball, like it's not fan made, it's not a meme. It was a genuine English dub of the series where they just renamed Piccolo to Big Green is insane. Like there's so much more outside of that that is hilarious. But like that particular point of just they renamed Piccolo to Big Green. Everyone throughout that dub calls him Big Green. They don't call him Piccolo. It's insane.
We have radar lock on. Bandit at my 12. Locking on.
I love Big Green dub. I haven't watched the whole thing. Oh my god, do you think I could get a Kakarot mod for Big Green dub? Probably not, because Kakarot covers way more material than that. Bro, isn't Kakarot getting Daima DLC? Didn't I see something about that?
Missile struck target.
Aren't they putting Daima into Kakarot, like in the future? I just randomly remembered that, like now that I'm sitting here talking about it.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
That would be a great excuse to play through Kakarot on stream. That Daima DLC is probably going to be a fucking blast. But then, oh man, where would I even... I haven't heard anything for that. I'm pretty sure they announced it. Hold on, I might have to go double check myself. But I'm almost certain that I saw an announcement for it.
Enemy facility reduced to rubble.
Man, the aces in this game are something else.
Enemy has you on radar.
Black.
Yes. Bagged another enemy.
Here they come. Break!
Enemy facility destroyed. Talisman, are you okay?
No.
Lock on. Naruto 1, Fox 2.
Son of a bitch. I was just off of the perfect shot.
Careful now. The enemy has you on radar.
I don't know how I didn't get it there. The instant I press the button, the indicator's gone. Damn you!
Missile evaded.
The aces in this game are seriously something else. This is wild.
Talisman, do you read me?
God damn it. Dude is baiting you. He really is. He's just flying me through the flak and everything. Looked it up. You're correct. Oh, okay. Hold on. I was about to look it up. DZ Kakarot Daima DLC. Yeah. Oh. Okay, they're doing it in 2 parts, apparently. It's going to be in 2 separate DLCs?
Talisman, do you read me?
Yeah, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is planned for summer 2025. Part 2 is to be determined. I thought I heard something about that. That'll be good.
The telegram from HQ.
Probably.
You're to go after an Estavakia unit that's just started pulling out of action. I'm a lot better at
This game is actually good compared to War Thunder. Look, he said it, not me, chat. Hey, I didn't say that. Wasn't me. Yeah, let me just go for him now.
I have him.
Is this the dance hall? Looks like I missed out on all the action.
All forces, fight to the death for this land. Give them a taste of Estovakian pride.
Damn it, I thought I would get a perfect. Son of a bitch.
I've got a lock. Unit 2 launched a missile.
Come on. There's no way. Oh, he's just flying straight for him.
Confirmed.
He gave him to me. I'll take what I can get. Really wish they didn't have that patent on mouse controls. I feel like you really shouldn't be able to patent stuff like that. I say it a lot about a lot of like patents in the gaming space, but shit that is that, like, I guess basic's not the word I'm looking for, but
Missile struck target.
foundational? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I feel like you really shouldn't be able to put patents on things like your controls. That's wild to me. I wish that War Thunder didn't have like one of the worst monetization models that I've seen in gaming. It would be really, truly one of the worst if gacha didn't exist. But luckily for them, I can't say that they're like right up there as one of the worst, but they're pretty terrible. I would be much more interested in playing War Thunder if it had a reasonable monetization model. Oh my god, this bitch. Why is he just flying straight? That low speed. What is happening? It really is. Threw me off. When are you adding gacha to the points system? What would you guys even be, like, rolling for? What could we even gacha for?
Enemy facility was destroyed.
How many points do I need on mission update? 18k. That's kind of a lot.
Commencing full rocket fire.
I don't think I got the ace yet. Still. Yeesh. Ow, 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 ow. Alright.
Anti-aircraft gun taken out. Enemy plane down.
More hitching. I think it probably is my capture card that's causing the hitching. I just like punched my microphone. My bad. Happens.
Commencing full rocket fire. That anti-aircraft gun's history. Bandit dead ahead.
Oh my god. How is he allowed to turn like this?
Launching missile. Bullseye. Lock on. Gotcha. Fired.
Okay, thank God they hit. If he managed to pull away from the perfect shots, I would have lost it. I don't know how he's able to maneuver like this in that plane even. That's fucking crazy that he's able to fly like this in that thing. Because if I were using the Rafale, I would not be able to do that.
I just want to stick my finger in there. It's flat.
Oh. Make sure you ask for consent first. Son of a bitch. All right. Get him, boys. Jump him. Jump him. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Enemy plane down. Commencing full rocket fire.
Man, I overshot it and it still just blew up everything. The splash damage on the RCL in this game is ridiculous. I don't know who decided to make the RCL this strong in AC6, but it's wild.
Ground target destroyed. Lock on.
Damn it.
We got a lock on you from the ground. I've got a lock on.
Missile once evaded. Anti-aircraft gun taken out.
Ow! Flak! Fuck. Not again. Please. Oh! Wah! Wah! Whoa! I got a little distracted there. Jesus Christ. Insane that plane can hold hundreds of missiles. That's the thing, it can.
Radar lock.
That's crazy Ace Combat 6 shit.
Enemy plane down.
Specifically 6. The other Ace Combat games don't let you carry this much. Mowed their lawn. I think it was a pond. But if it were the grass. Well, it kind of was the... Bro, there was like one mission that hit that general area. Try not to accelerate into the ground. I was distracted by something on my second monitor. I thought I was not flying straight into the ground until I looked back at the very last second.
Box 2.
Box 2. Sweet.
Thank God for high G turn, because I would not have been able to pull out of that without it. Okay, what the fuck?
Almost in effective range. Yes. Bagged another enemy. This one's mine. Enemy plane down.
Alright, fuck it. Hit it with the rockets. The missiles clearly can't do it. And I can't machine gun it, apparently.
Anti-aircraft gun destroyed.
Missile tracking in this game is wild. I didn't take like an exact count of my points going into mission update, but I feel like we're definitely in the clear for S rank. We have to be. That missed. Son of a bitch. Ace Combat 6 missiles. Forgot the high G in Assault Horizon works differently. Yeah. I mean, this is probably like the most broken that high G ever is. Well, no. I feel like 7 probably has the strongest high G. Mainly because it doesn't kill your speed as much as it does in 6. Like, I stall out using high G all the time in 6. Because if I'm not moving at like max speed, it's just gonna happen. But in 7, I feel like you can just spam that shit. Just high G all you want. Go crazy. There are a lot of targets in Mission Update. Proceeds to fly backwards on AC7. Yeah, I think 7's might be a little bit better. Now that I'm reflecting.
Watch out! We've got a lock on you from the ground. Anti-aircraft gun destroyed. Missile evaded. Lock on. C2 launched missile. We have radar lock on. Target hit.
How much fucking health?
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
It sort of maintains the high G longer, and you'll lose all your speed really easily. Interesting.
Time to get on home now.
Prefer high G in this game to 7? Really? Why is that?
Don't give me that, Sky Kid.
He has Amaranth on his second monitor? No. Is she live? Hold on.
We've received a telegram
Not
from
live.
HQ Command. You're to
Never
go
mind.
after an Estevakia unit that's just started pulling out of action. Have a lot.
I don't really like the high G mechanic. I'm not huge on it. Oh.
Our besieged unit is now free,
Oh.
and enemy forces have been annihilated.
Why
Mission accomplished. Now that our
objective
unit has been freed,
C a B
we are ready to
rank?
join up with them
Fuck,
for a
what did I
considerable
do?
gain in our land and air forces. This boost in power
I kinda
enables
fucked
us to
that one up.
continue advancing east to recapture our nation and tighten the noose around Estevakia's military.
A
We
rank.
now have an open path to Grace
I
Mary.
thought I got plenty of
All
points on
pilots,
Operation B.
Best of luck.
Apparently not.
Who does this guy think he is? No way we'd ever lose to a bunch of guys like this.
Enough already. Take him away.
Lieutenant, I got a little piece of advice for you. Go dance with the angels. Come on!
Man, is it gonna storm today? Oh yeah, it is about to storm. I was like, it is getting so dark and cloudy out.
Much different than before.
It is
We finally
going
have
to
some
storm.
backbone and are brimming
Soon,
with
actually.
confidence.
Yeah, it's supposed to
It
start
must
in like
be that
less than an hour.
they're all so fond of that is fueling the fires. Apparently he fought
Mainly the
his way
stricter
through
speed
some
management. I don't
mountable
like how
odds.
kind of brain dead the AC7 high G is. That's fair. I feel like they just wanted you to be able to fucking zip around in 7, and that's why they changed it, but it is more interesting when you have to consider it a bit more, I guess.
Defiant one.
Even if I do stall out all the time doing it. I'm getting better about it. I'm not spamming it as much as I was for like the first stream when I came back. I was like, oh, high G, and then I just started stalling left, right, and center. Because I was just constantly hitting the high G, thinking it played like 7. If you could bring any multiplayer genre back from the dead, what would it be and why? Proper arena shooter, Quake style, Unreal Tournament
Each
style.
time they suffer a loss in various areas.
Because
According
it
to
has the
intelligence
highest
from our
like
Department of
actual
National
skill
Security,
requirement
there's
out
a
of
section
any
where
competitive
enemy
FPS
defenses are
game.
low, near
Thank you for
Salumba
coming to my
Peaks
TED Talk.
in central Ania. That section of land is an ideal route for our troops to take, in terms of topography and weather as well. We're going to use this route. It's a steep mountain path covered in snow, which is extremely difficult for our ground unit to advance through. It also renders it vulnerable to air attacks.
just the
Make
fighting
sure to
games of
cover our
shooters.
ground.
Exactly. And fighting
If you
games
spot any threats from the sky,
currently have like the most
If an
interesting
emergency
competitive
happens
scene
to
on the
occur,
market.
deal with it in any way you see fit.
Because the
Once we
story.
get past those mountains,
Well, okay,
be in
from
the
a,
center
like a
of the
competitive spectator standpoint, fighting games are more entertaining because it is more of like a story, right? You get like, instead of a team's story, each person is just a person. Like each player that you see has their own kind of story to get there, and then there are the rivalries between certain players, like once they've played against each other a few times over the years. It's great. And from like a personal like player standpoint with fighting games, it's also just the most fun to play if you genuinely get into like competitive experiences like that, because it is literally just you load in and it is your skill and your opponent's skill, and whoever's better is gonna win. That's just it. It's just how it is in fighting games. It's just how good am I versus how good are they. You clash, whoever's better wins. You can't blame your teammates. You could blame the other person's character or whatever, but if you do, you're kind of missing the point. You could blame your own character, same thing, you're kind of missing the point. It's beautiful from a competitive standpoint. Oh wait, mission 7. I was looking at mission 8. Hold on. Medals. I just need to do 7B. I just need to make sure I hit 7B. But no, as far as like competitive gaming goes, it really doesn't get better than fighting games, in my opinion. If you're looking for like a genuine like game to play competitively and steadily improve at and learn, you just, fighting games are going to be the thing you're looking for. Granted, if you're willing to overcome the initial hurdle of learning fighting games. Because your first fighting game is not going to be super easy to pick up. Especially if you choose something more complicated. Like if you choose like Tekken as your first fighting game to really get into.
Chalice, which plane should I pick? How about my weaponry? Are we ready to fly with these planes?
Hell yeah, we're ready to fly with these
Garuda
planes.
team, time to take off.
What's the big difference between an arena shooter and something like COD? There's a lot. Arena shooters are very very skill heavy. Traditional arena shooters, because there's some variation to this where you could be like, this game does this differently or whatever, but traditional arena shooter design, everyone has even starts, so there's no like loadouts or weapon customization or anything like that. It'll be like everyone spawns in, and like with Quake, everyone just has like the machine gun that does basically no damage, right? And you have to find anything else that you don't spawn in with, like that one shitty weapon that you spawn in with on the map. That's one piece of it. And then it becomes about map control, since everything spawns on the map. It'll be like, I'm gonna keep it to Quake, because Quake is like the purest example, I guess. It kind of started the whole thing. Say the rocket launcher in Quake is kind of like your bread and butter weapon, but you don't spawn with it. To get the rocket launcher, you're gonna have to know the map, and you're gonna have to have the movement skill to get there before your opponent does. And then once you do get there, and say you pick up the rocket launcher, you can use that to kill your opponent. You have an innate advantage in that sense. And you then know, depending on the game and the map or whatever, that the rocket launcher is going to spawn like every 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever it might be. So you know that at least for the time being, your opponent can't have the rocket launcher while you do. And you want to go around the map and get some other stuff, like in Quake, you might want to get the mega armor, the mega health, whatever. that will buff you up even more, maybe more weapons, whatever it might be. But then you want to make sure that you get back to the rocket launcher by the time it spawns again, because you want to keep your opponent from getting it. You try to lock down the map, and you're kind of playing this like meta game of map control, trying to maintain as much advantage over the opponent as you can by controlling pickups, power points, etc. Richard, thank you for the sub. Very, very movement heavy. No limit on weapons is part of it. Like, you can carry all weapons at once if you manage to collect them all. There's a lot with arena shooters to break down. They are so fun. And typically in a competitive setting, arena shooters are played in a 1v1 format when you're playing competitive. You'll see it played in like 2v2s as well. It's not always played in 1v1s, but traditionally, competitive arena shooter matches are you against one other player. Could just be a game mode in COD or Halo. Yeah, but in these games, it's like what the entire game is built around. That's just the core design. 4v4 Quake 1 is peak. 4v4 can be a lot of fun in like old Quake games or Unreal Tournament. But like in a competitive sense, talking about that, it's 1v1 format almost always. 2v2s you see pop up, like duos pop up a lot. That's where you start to see even more crossover between like Halo and arena. Halo has a lot of arena shooter DNA foundationally. It's got things like even starts, mostly. Looking at you, Halo 4, Halo Reach, fuck you guys. But it's Halo has a lot of that DNA. It has the map control. Doesn't have the movement in some games. Some games it does have the movement. It's kind of weird. Like Halo CE absolutely has the movement aspect. It's not the same movement, but if you actually do learn movement in Halo CE, it gives you such a crazy advantage. But then other Halo games like Halo Reach, your movement potential is really just determined by what armor ability you spawn in with. Like, you know, your movement's always the same unless you spawn with a jetpack or something like that, right? Because that's fucking Halo Reach. Fuck Halo Reach. Halo 4 is even worse with all that, but don't even start me. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, COD has like no arena shooter DNA other than like competitive. COD has had a lot more of like a movement emphasis in recent years, but that's really the only similarity you could really draw between that and arena shooters. Everything else is missing in something like COD. Uh-oh. Although COD 4 did have a playlist called like Old School that was meant to be like a throwback to classic FPS, like arena FPS design, where it had like map pickups and even starts, increased movement speed, increased jump height. There was a playlist back in COD 4 called like Old School, or maybe it was like Bare Bones or something, I don't remember. And it was basically like a fun little side mode that was meant to be a throwback to arena shooter design. It wasn't great, because COD's not really built for that stuff, but it was kind of fun. How is Prey, the game? Which one? 2017 or 2006?
Fifth jammer down.
I love arena shooters, though. I wish they were more popular nowadays. Because for my money, they are so much more interesting than like the 5v5 6v6 competitive format that's so standard right now. Both to play and to watch. They're so much more interesting than like what most competitive FPS is nowadays. I got my ace. I forgot to look beforehand to see how to spawn the ace. I guess he was just there. I'll take it.
Activate guidance. Enemy aircraft down.
God, I would love a new Quake game. Or Unreal Tournament. That would be nice too. Dude, I would fucking love if they gave out Unreal Tournament 2004 the way that they've been doing for Unreal Tournament Gold. Or just Unreal Gold. Sorry, Unreal Tournament Gold. Unreal Gold. I would love if they gave out UTO4 instead. Not instead, just as well. That would be so nice. Because like UTO4, good game on its own, but man, the modding scene for UTO4 made that game so much better. There was so much content with the modding scene factored in. Was inspired by Quake, yeah. A lot of the like indie boomer shooter scene is inspired by the old school arena shooters. Play Unreal as a one-off. Man, if I was gonna do like a arena shooter revival sort of thing, well, I guess they are giving out Unreal Tournament like just for free. Whoa. Not Unreal Tournament again. Unreal. It's different. I keep saying Unreal Tournament because I'm fixated on it. But I would want to do Quake 3 Arena if I was going to do like a revival for anything. Like a quick revival stream just for the hell of it. Quake 3 Arena would be such a good one. Although it would be that thing where like if people don't play arena shooters, they would probably just get dumpstered. Like if you don't know how to play that kind of shooter, it would just... It's very much a genre like that, where if you don't really know what to do to compete, you're just gonna get destroyed. It takes a bit of investment, like on the player's end.
Okay, Shamrock, roger that. I'm on the attack.
Thank you, Shamrock. There we go. Little crackle? What the fuck?
Lock on. Enemy plane in gun range. Another one. New aircraft detected. Approaching Warlock Battalion at high speed.
There's some coming. All planes hurry. Don't let them get near Warlock Battalion.
Is that just gonna be the A-10? That's fine. I can make it work.
All special weapons used.
Watch out! The enemy has a lock on you!
I've been strained. Who the hell did that? One kill for Garuda 1. That's what I'm talking about.
Another A10. Now I'm thinking about like old games that aren't super populated that would be fun for like a random, I guess, like community oriented stream. Honestly, I think a really good one that's like not a dead game by any means, but just one that is less populated that could be a lot of fun is just like a big community thing. Bad Company 2. That would be a good one, I think.
The enemy's starting to back off.
One of False's best community streams ever was Killing Floor 2 as well. So I know that getting like a big Killing Floor server, because she removed the player limit for the server that they were using for it. They removed like the 6-player limit from the game. Bro, you know what's crazy is that my Xbox is on Do Not Disturb. I set it to Do Not Disturb at the start of stream. Like right before I was starting up the stream, I did it. I made sure today. It apparently has decided to turn off the Do Not Disturb mode. Yeah, I know stuff like that works. Like just removing player limits on games like that. I think she did 2 of those, right? She did 2 Killing Floor streams. They were both great.
Multiple small objects flying at slow speed through the airspace. Other aircraft are... Wait a minute. Warning, cruise missiles incoming. All planes break. What?
Don't you run on this mission? Don't you run away from the drones? Or no? Maybe you don't.
All planes, cancel offensive and retreat.
Oh, maybe you do.
Escort our planes out of there. You gotta be kidding me.
Or not.
We're supposed to defend that. Their missiles are being guided by observation planes. Shoot them down and the attacks will subside. Each missile's estimated...
No, this is the one where we fight. 2 Killing Floor 2 nights. I thought so. That was a great community game. When it was on sale for super cheap, and we managed to talk her into it. I'm trying to remember who else it was that tried to talk her into it along with me. That was great. Because normally she tries to avoid like paid stuff for community night, just that more people can play it. But unfortunately, all the best games are the, well, most of the best games are the ones you gotta pay for. But yeah, the Killing Floor 2 stuff was really fun. Snooze had the server, that's right.
About half the observation planes have been destroyed. Keep your guard up.
Fuck me.
Lock on. Five observation craft remaining. 4 observation craft remaining.
Cole likes rimming.
No, I don't. False allegation. Don't listen to her. No one has ever done that to me.
Range of impact confirmed on radar. The observation plane must be right in there. Enemy plane in gun range.
Oh no. I'm out of allied support. 98%. Still a few of them left.
Have those planes evacuated yet? Not yet. Evacuation's still not complete. If only we could have shot them down.
Okay.
2 observation craft remaining.
2's not bad. 2 is very doable.
Just 1 observation craft remaining.
He didn't deny that he's done it to someone else. God damn it. I haven't. Bitches.
Garuda 1, Fox 2. All
Ah!
operation planes are down. Well
Ah!
done, Garuda team.
Fucker.
I guess we managed to pull it off. We've got to do something about those missiles, or there won't be a Grace Maria to get back to.
Does Titanfall 2 have private lobbies? Maybe. And Titanfall 2 goes on sale for dirt cheap, like $1 or $2 whenever it goes on sale.
Thanks to but our unit, we're
Oh. I was confused for a second. I thought False was saying that she doesn't get off work until 6. I was like, why do you have to stay an hour late today? But no. That makes sense. Game data. Okay, it does autosave. I had to be sure. Well, it is about that time, and I got shit to do, chat. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another, or follow Twitch. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff, like Metal Gear, Resident Evil, Yakuza, all sorts of good stuff. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side, check out, or sorry, don't check out. Leave a like, algorithm. You know how it goes. There's nothing more than that. Just leave a like. Thank you. Also, I'm trying to think. Sorry. If you're looking for links to anything outside Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below, things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. If you're looking for it, you'll find it. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.